in a candid chat today with Payal Kapadia. She's a fantastic award-winning author and writes for children, precisely why she's on Kidsstoppress.com. If you have any questions for Payal, then please tweet or Facebook us. Our handle is at Kidsstoppress. And before I introduce Payal, we have a couple of people who are joining us today. One is Sana Khan, and the other is Preeti Srimankar. Preeti and Sana, thank you so much for joining us today. Payal, as we all know, is an award-winning author. Her first book debuted last year, which is called Wish I Was a Writer. Did I get that correct?
Almost. Wish I Was a Writer.
Okay, Wish I Was a Writer. Payal won the prestigious Crossword Award last year for Beat Children's Book. I think it's the first time this coveted award went to a debut writer. So let's all clap for that.
Thank you.
Earlier this year, Payal also wrote a biography on B.R. Ambedkar. I have it here.
I'll flash that up for everyone.
Okay.
What you can see.
And now she is here with also her third book.
So this is part 1 and part 2 comes out same time next year. So this is Horrid High. It's an adventure set in the world's most horrid school.
Okay, and before we get into more with Payal on her books and managing her life as an author and mom of two, it's very important for all of us to know that Payal studied at St. Xavier's College in Mumbai, and then she went on to a tough degree, so you have to let me read it out. And then Time magazine.com. In Tokyo with the Japan. What's also interesting is Payal has traveled with her parents and her members. So, wow. Okay, before how
With a lot of patience, I think, allows enough people all of this. And allowing things to go.
did you always
job done, because I think one of the big obstacles we all need to overcome is our self-doubt. So I knew from very early on that I wanted to be a writer. I think I needed journalism and my friends were going into law, going into banking, and I used to say that I'm going to do a master's in writing. It sounded so much more successful at that time to do a master's. But I wanted to create the right a few years earlier than I did.
Tell us, you work as a journalist and then you talk about your first last year. What was the tipping point that said, yeah, I'm going to
my job at Outlook. About a decade in journalism. I got back, I had a daughter all of a sudden, and then I had to take a sabbatical, take a break from journalism, from a full-time job, and I had a lot of time weighing on my hands when my daughter took all these long naps. And that's when I started evaluating all these conversations I had with myself, with people around me. I want to be a writer, I want to be a writer. But you know, if you want to be a writer, the thing is you have to write. And so finally I decided that journalism seemed to be threatening to become a permanent topic of life. It was meant to be an interim period during which I would need to get exposure, gain life experience, and then write the book. But instead, all of a sudden, it's threatening to become a full stop in my life.
Right.
And that's when I just picked up that pen, or in that sense, I opened up the Word document on my computer. My daughter was taking a nap, and that's when the first half of Vishwa emerged. It emerged basically with the title. I thought of her name first, and if you say Vishwa was a writer again and again, Vishwa was a writer, Vishwa was a writer, it's me wishing I was a writer, it's her wishing she was a writer, and her story and my story in that sense are the same. Saved it as a Word document. I went back to journalism, few more years lecturing.
Oh,
Yes, and
there was
then
not like all at one go where she decided today I'm going to be a writer. Next day the book is published. I think she mulled over it for
no, mulled over it for a very long time because the book in my Word documents quite forgotten, and only halfway through, was at the point where Vishwa hit the writer's block. So she is a 10-year-old girl who wants more than anything else in the world to be a writer. I don't know where that comes from. And she hits the writer's block. So when she hits the writer's block, she has no clue what to do, which is where I was. And so I put this on a Word document, saved it, forgot all about it. And 6 years later, decided to knock straight on Penguin's door. I guess I was not unambitious at all, so I decided to knock at the doors of the largest publishing house in the world. On their website, it said that you drop off your manuscript and they may not contact you for the next 6 months. And if they don't contact you at all, even that's fair game. You're not supposed to ask again. So
Okay, so all the budding authors who were still holding on to that script,
send it out. Send
Send
it
it
out.
out.
You won't know till you send it out. You know what? At some point, you have to bite the bullet and you have to figure out do you have what it takes to be a writer or not. It's not enough to talk about it. It's not enough to say someday I'm going to do it. That someday has to be. So I basically sent this out, and within 10 minutes, I get an email from the chief commissioning editor there saying, "Can I have your telephone number?" Next thing I know,
Wow.
she's called me. My heart is in my mouth. Everything inside my head is racing and pounding. And she says, "Where's the other half of the book?" So I said, "Not on paper." And she said, "So it's in your head." And I said, "Nope, it's not in my head either." "How far back did you write this?" I said, 6 months ago. So 6 years ago. And then she says, "If you write it in the next 1 month, we'll run it."
Okay.
And for me, that was the ultimate thing, the fact that there was a pool from the largest publishing house in the world. They were interested, it had potential. That was all I needed to incentivize. Yes, I was right. I knew from the age of 9 that I wanted to be a writer, and I was probably on the right path all along.